This video I made specifically for the good folks in Japan. Hi! This video is about a gentleman in Japan who is well known by the name of Mr. Nishimura. Now, I've noticed on some of my YouTube videos there are negative comments left in reference to my association with Mr. Nishimura, labeling him right-winger. Now, let me tell you something here, folks. The term right-winger in Japan may have a different meaning than the term here in the United States. Here in the United States, those of us who are on the right, and you notice I said those of us, are conservatives. Those who are on the left, your left-wingers, are liberals. Now, there are extremities, there are extremes on both ends, and I'm sure there are extremes in Japan. I was assured by a notable person in Japan that if a person is a far right-winger in Japan, they would have nothing to do with me because I'm an American patriot. The same if they were on the far left in Japan, they would have nothing to do with me because I'm an American patriot. Well, Mr. Nishimura and I got along pretty good when I was in Japan. That told me right there he's not a far right winger. He may be on the right, yes he is, and he's conservative, so am I. And you want to know what else we have in common? He's a patriot. I'm a patriot. He's a patriot of a nation that's a good friend and ally to the United States. There is nothing wrong with patriotism, folks. Now, what does Mr. Nishimura do? He organizes rallies and protests and demonstrations. Well, isn't that what your society is about as well as the United States? Free and open discussion? Do we not enjoy the ability in both our countries to demonstrate openly and to express our opinions? He does not engage in violence, which is not acceptable in Japan. It's not acceptable here in the United States. Now, I've been told that there are other groups, other people in Japan that lead demonstrations in front of corporations, in front of advertisers, in front of stores. And then the owners will come out and hand the leader an envelope full of money. They take it back to the office and the demonstration's over. Now, from what I'm able to determine about Mr. Nishimura, no such thing happens. Because the videos I've seen him in his demonstrations, he's at the pier demonstrating when Peter Bitum was being brought in by the Japanese Coast Guard. Who's going to pay him there to tell him to go home? He demonstrates in front of the Coast Guard building. He demonstrates in front of courthouses. He demonstrates in front of embassies. Nobody's paying him to go away. So he does it not for money. He does it for patriotism. And that I have to respect. Because if the same issues were here in the United States, I would think it would be wonderful if we would make the same demonstrations out of patriotism, out of love for country. Yes, he demonstrates a lot against people of Sea Shepherd and the residuals such as movies and etc. Well, Sea Shepherd and the movies such as the Cove and Whale Wars, they do nothing but denigrate the nation of Japan. He does not like that. Mr. Nishimura would like to see the samurai spirit resurrected in Japan. Notice the samurai spirit, not the actual samurai where you engage in violence. No, the samurai spirit to get the good people of Japan to stand up and defend their nation when you have people like Sea Shepherd, people like Peter Bitum, people like the Cove Guardian, Scott West and Tai G, humiliating your country. That's what upsets Mr. Nishimura. Mr. Nishimura was at Narita Airport when I arrived late that one night. He was there to greet me with Shun and some others. Mr. Nishimura made the trip to Osaka to attend the conference we had in Osaka, as well as Mr. Nishimura was at the Tokyo conference. I consider Mr. Nishimura a friend, a pal, and a buddy. And if you want to say that associates me with a far right winger, which he's not, then go right ahead. I'm not embarrassed. I am not ashamed of my association with Mr. Nishimura. As a matter of fact, I'm proud. And I think all of you should be proud to have such a gentleman in the island, in the nation of Japan, defending your rights. He's a good man. Now, there may be some other demonstrations, there may be some other aspects about him that I do not know about, and I don't. What I don't know won't hurt me. Alright, folks, we'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be in. God bless Mr. Neshimura. And God bless Japan. See ya.